Hi guys, so today I'm gonna react to some new dinosaur news. Talking about how dinosaurs may have had chubby cheeks, according to some new research, which I don't think be too surprising. If you see certain reptiles, they do tend to have a certain cheek, certain birds. It's not exactly how it tends to be shown in Jurassic Park, which is more of exaggeration and not accurate to how dinosaurs, specifically non-avian dinosaurs like T-Rex, look like, because avian dinosaurs are birds. So I think that non-avian dinosaurs were more like birds than we really think. So I think that'd be more accurate. But let's see.
Our understanding of how dinosaurs looked and behaved is evolving thanks to a recent discovery by a grad student at the University of Alberta. As CB's
Hmm.
Jeremy Thompson explains, the new jaw muscle likely means dinosaurs had chubby cheeks, not.
Interesting. Good for that graduate student actually doing really important research, so we can learn more about how dinosaurs actually lived and how they looked, and that can give an idea how maybe they chew food and communicated what sounds they made.
Bony horns.
Henry Sharpe sifts through samples of dinosaur skulls in his lab at the U of A. The paleontology grad student has been looking closely at thin shavings from the Edmontosaurus ever since something caught his eye.
I was looking at the cheekbone and I was just thinking,
I'm happy they even still have paleontology jobs, like paleontologist jobs. Those are very hard to get, at least in the US.
this doesn't look right.
This bony triangle tipped him off until now.
It's really cool. I like the fossil here, looks interesting.
How scientists thought it was the base of a horn or spike. Sharpe,
It looks almost like there's a muscle going from here to maybe here.
sure enough, the skull samples show a dense grouping of black marks where a muscle or
Hmm,
ligament connected to the bone.
When we looked at
very interesting. Hmm.
the ones on the cheekbone and the ones on the lower jaw, the fibers from each were pointing at each other, which was just crazy evidence. Like, you almost never get stuff like that. It actually helps complete the picture of the musculature in this dinosaur's jaw. Once Sharpe
Yeah, a lot of those things we don't really find in fossils. So that's very interesting to actually find in this particular fossil.
Confirmed the Edmontosaurus had this cheek muscle, he and his team started looking for it in other dinosaurs. They couldn't believe what they found.
we found them in everything, is that we could not find a dinosaur that didn't have some kind of structure on its cheekbone and some kind of structure on the back of its lower jaw.
It means instead of horns, most dinosaurs likely had big fleshy cheeks for chewing, something like these.
That's very interesting. That's what I was thinking earlier too. Because the fleshy cheeks is probably helpful with eating. It's probably will assist them with the how they move their jaws and how they'll be able to consume food. So it's probably very helpful, even if it's whether it's a meat eater specialized dinosaur or a plant eater specialized one. So carnivore, herbivore, depending on the side. But I think the chubby cheekbones may actually help them with eating, maybe even vocalization.
Illustrations Sharpe did. It's a departure from the long held assumption that any structure in a dinosaur would also appear in reptiles or birds, their closest modern relatives. But birds and crocs don't have ligaments like this.
So we provided
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't. I think that's true. Yeah, I don't think any birds really had chubby cheekbones like that, which again makes non-avian dinosaurs unique in that sense. But they do have particular structure that help them with chewing vocalization.
an example of the traditional way of doing it maybe not being so accurate, and we need to be a little bit more creative.
Sharpe and his peers had their findings published in a scientific.
Okay, skull morphology and histology indicate the presence of an unexpected buccal, buccal, not sure how to pronounce it, soft tissue structure in dinosaurs. This is him, Henry Sharpe, and their other colleagues, etc. Interesting. Unlike mammals, reptiles typically lack large muscles and ligaments that connect the zygoma to the mandible. Dinosaur craniomandibular soft tissue reconstructions, often based on the rationale of extent uh, phylogenetic bracketing, following the general rule. Interesting. However, descending phalanges from the zygomata of hadrosaurs, Dontosaurids. I'm horrible pronouncing these things. And Psittacosaurids have been used to argue for a masseter like moss in these dinosaur taxa. Okay, so it's interesting having something that's not expected from reptiles.
Scientific journal, the breakthrough just a passion project for Sharpe while he works on his master's thesis on ancient underwater reptiles. Jeremy Thompson, CTV News, Edmonton.
Good for him, really. This is just a side project for him when he's still getting his masters. This is an amazing achievement, in my opinion. Great achievement by Henry and his colleagues to be able to get something like this when he's still working his masters. I'm gonna assume he's gonna go for his PhD as well. So that's very interesting. Very cool. This one, CTV News. This happened 11 days ago. So that's more like in late May. So this happened more in late May, but very interesting. Funny actual news that doesn't depress me yet. There've been a lot of mess up news lately. So Yoshi and Bodo having chubby cheeks are anatomically correct? Maybe. Whoever designed them was ahead of the curve. I like the comment. For some reason, the title sounds like an Onion article. I think that's why we're getting a lot from Trump. That's probably why. Chubby cheek T Rex? Maybe. I think the chubby cheeks could help them again with chewing, with the jaw, maybe vocalization a bit, uh, along with the throw. Who knows? So that's all the news that I got. The new scientific news for today. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section about this. If you're excited about this, if you're impressed by it, I'm impressed. This is good. This is just a graduate student too, so really excellent work. And if you want to keep, if you want me to react to more of these type of news, let me know. I like react to them. I just haven't had the full time to always do it, but I'm gonna keep reacting to them as much time as I can. Just being a lot of other political news, government news that impact us all. So I've been focusing a lot on that. And in general, also anime news and manga news. But let me know what you guys think. If you like the video, like and subscribe. Watch this TikTok, follow us on TikTok. And again, I had the Patreon. If you want to be a patron, uh, Patreon to my Patreon. You can join. It's $1 tier if you enjoy the Patreon. Just purely for support. And there's a $3 tier where uh, I will start making exclusive content. Specifically, that if I post in YouTube, it will get me in trouble. So maybe because I might get warning or strike because they don't like me talking about Luigi or whatever case may be. Uh, anyway, I hope everyone has a great and safe night.